All right, we're back, you guys. You know my camera can't go long without toning out on me. Okay, tuning out on me. Okay, so we just did the cheeks. Like I said, I explained about the alcohol markers. Okay, now for the pencils, which is what I'm using for the cheeks, get your stump out. Make sure it doesn't have too much of the other color. Okay, I'm going to switch stumps because I have a stump for a reddish color. Okay, we're going to start going over this to blend out the cheeks. So go all over just to get all that wax out of there, and then start going on the outside of it. So first you're going to go all through the blush, all through it like that, then that gets the wax out, and then you want to blend this into the rest of the face so it's not such a harsh line. And look how that starts blending out. Really nice. Now if you guys don't want these big blushy cheeks, this is just a style I like. Dana Davenport does that. She does really big blushy cheeks. I think it's pretty cool. Then don't do that. Make them more subdued, make them closer to the color of the skin, and don't make them so red. Okay, I'm going to do it to the same thing to the other one. Go through the cheek first and get the wax out. Okay. And then get to the edges to blend it into the skin. Like I said, for the alcohol markers, what you're going to do is you're going to take the skin tone color and go right over these blushy cheeks, and that will blend it all together. Also, you can take the alcohol marker and go right over the blush. Okay? Now, even with alcohol markers or these, as we keep going with the painting, it's gonna blend more and more as it settles into the paper. Okay, so don't worry if you still think, oh, these cheeks are ruined. They look too red. They look too out there. Let everything settle before you start making changes. Whether you're using alcohol markers or using these, give everything a chance to settle because the paper is going to soak in some of the color. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do lips next. I'm going to use the same color for the lips. It's going to look different because I'm going to go really heavy and hard into this. Okay, let me see where my camera angle is at. Oh, good, perfect. You can see the lips. Okay. And those cheeks do look pretty blushed, you guys, but just give those cheeks a little bit to soak into the paper. Just get other things done, and if I still think they're too out there, I'll smooth them out more. Okay, so let's go to the lips. You're going to, on the lips, on the top lip, go really nice and dark, okay, with whatever color you choose. Which a lot of times I just let the lip color and the cheek color be the same. They'll have a difference because of how much you blend this out and how dark you're doing it here, okay? All right, so show you guys that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to come to the bottom of the lip and start filling the bottom of the lip out, okay? You're going to leave a white space in the middle, and that's going to be like the pillowy part of your lips. Like if you pick a little lip gloss and go like that, that's going to be that pillowy part, the little shiny part. So leave that there. And get it real nice and deep everywhere else. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take our blender and we're going to blend a little bit. Just blend it out a little bit. And we're not going to do a heavy blend, just a little bit. If you're using alcohol markers, you don't need to do anything with blending at all. It'll be fine. Okay, so we blended it out just a little bit. Next thing, to make this come alive, we need to get our white paint pen out again. And right where you left that little white spot, you're going to put a white spot there. Okay? And that's like, gives you that shine, that like the light hit the lips. Put another little mark or something right here. Okay? Again, that's another little spot. Okay? And if we want, we can do another one over here. You can go crazy with these. Well, not too many spots. They look kind of crazy. Okay, you can also... That one I don't like. Let's just have the two. The two look good. So I just erased that one, and I'm going to put a little bit of color back over there. If you feel like your spots are like too, like, I don't know, the shape you're not liking them, just touch it lightly with your finger, okay? And it'll kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay, this is looking really good. Let's go ahead and go down to the neck. Well, actually to the chin. Put a little white thing there at the bottom. Maybe touch it a little bit if you feel like you don't feel like you got the right shape in there. what I do. I touch it a little bit until I kind of feel like it looks okay. Okay, and then let's go also down the center of the neck here. And kind of you're doing kind of you don't want a straight line. You just want it to look like the sun just, like the light just hit it. Okay? So, kind of a splotchy type of line, like the light just hit it. The other thing we want to do is we want to go down the center of the nose. Okay, right down the center with this pin. We want to put a little circle, a little dot there at the nose. Kind of touch it like that so it doesn't look like a dot. This line here, we want to also just soften it a little bit by just tapping on it. Blend it a little bit. Okay, and kind of blend that a little bit so it like blends into the skin. Okay, that looks good. Oh, and there's another thing of highlighting, and it's right up here. Okay, the sun usually hits again right here in the forehead. Okay, so put that in, and then, like, there we go. Wait, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. In fact, let me come back out a little bit. I'm going to come back out so you guys can start seeing the whole face a little bit more. All right, spare. Oh, geez. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. Stupid camera. Okay, so you can see that up here at the top of the forehead. I just put that in. Also, just dab on that a little bit to make sure it just kind of looks natural. And it's blended into the skin. Okay, I think that looks good. So those are all places like the light has hit. Hopefully I can just move my camera again. Okay. I want to mess this up a little bit more. I just think it looks too. It's like a. There we go. That looks better. Just wanted a little bit more natural looking. Okay. All right. So I think, is that all my highlighting? I think I've done all my highlighting with my paint pen. I think. Okay. You never know. You can just go back and back and back into things. And we might be going back to the cheeks if we feel like they need it. Okay. Now we're going to do the hair. Now, with the hair, you're going to choose your hair color. Okay. And this is the color I've chosen for my hair. Just getting a piece of paper out so I can show you guys what I chose for my hair. This is my hair color, the base of my hair color. Okay, that's what I chose. So choose your base of your hair color. Go 2 or 3 shades darker to put some darker strands in it, and I chose that color right there to go through it. So maybe 2 or 3 shades darker. Okay, you're going to also use. I use like an 03 micron, or you can use your fine point pen in black. And then you're going to use white also in the hair, your paint pen. And you need like the finer tip one, okay? If all you have is a thicker tip, use the thicker tip. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to go and follow all the hair, and you're going to color it in with your base color. So I'm going to put you guys on pause while I do that, okay? So you guys don't have to watch that, all right? And I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I unpaused it. I want to show you now. Look how it looks when you do it with the pencil. Looks all crazy, okay? Actually, looks pretty cool right now. But anyway, looks a little crazy. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our little thing here, put it in the alcohol marker, put it in the blending solution, and blend all this out. So I'm going to pause it again so you guys can see that. Okay? Okay, you guys, I have gone through now, and I've blended all that out with my stump here and the odorless blender. If you did alcohol markers, you just would simply color that base in. You wouldn't have to blend anything, of course. Okay, let me just bring. That is looking really, she's looking really pretty. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take. Remember, I should get your base color and then go about 3 shades darker, maybe 4 shades. You need a pretty dark color. And we're just going to like just follow the little bit of lines that are in the hair. And you should have lines, whether you used the drawing that I did, or it's something you stamped, or there's always some lines in the hair that you can follow. And if there's not, just kind of put the lines in and follow the way the hair's going. The hair's going to tell you how to put the lines in. See? Okay, same thing to the other side. Let's put these lines in. Okay. And you need to stay loose with this. Stay loose with these lines, because the looser that you stay, the prettier the lines are going to be in the hair. Because nothing's a straight line. It's just like follow the curve of how the hair is going. Usually there's lines in the hair that you can go ahead and follow those lines, so it shouldn't be hard. Okay, so that's that. See how much better it's already looking? Then you want to take like an 03 or an 02 of your micron or your ultra fine point Sharpie, and let's put some darker lines in there. We're not going to put as many of these in there as we did the other ones. We're just going to put them in here and there. Okay? Okay, you guys, I'm just trying to make sure that I want these darker lines in there. And this is my thing too. If you already have your drawing or your stamp that you're coloring it, and it already has a lot of dark lines in it, don't put these dark lines in. Mine have almost disappeared because this is a copy. So that's why I think I need some dark lines in here. So be the judge if you need to go with these really darker lines. If you already, like I said, if you already have a lot of dark lines from your stamped image or for something you drew, then don't put these in. But I needed some more definition in there. Okay, so I put these dark lines in. Next, we need to throw some real thin, and you do want, this is important, don't use your thicker white Sharpie. Use the one that has, it's more of a ballpoint pen, paint pen, and or a white jelly pen. That'll work too. And make sure my pen's working here. And again, follow everything again, and start putting those in. And I think this really helps your painting come alive. I got really lucky, you guys, and I was at the copy place, and they were clearancing all of their white, or all of their Sharpies, and they were all 50 cents, even the white paint pens. And some of them I got oil-based, you guys, and it doesn't matter. Oil-based dry just as fast as anything else when it comes to these markers. I didn't know either, because I was afraid. I'm like, oh my god, I hope these oil-based ones don't take forever to dry, and they don't. I don't know, and the oil base goes right over all the rest of it and just dries perfectly, so don't even worry about it. And the reason you need to make sure you use the fine tip, because you're making little hair strands. It'll just look a lot more natural than if you have the thicker lines or the more broad tip paint pen. So I would make sure you have the finer tip. Okay, I think this is enough in here. Remember, the white always brings things out. It always just, I don't know, really punches everything out. Whether it's white lines to the hair or it's using it on the face for highlighting. It's one of the most important tools that you can use in painting or drawing these things out. Okay. I think that looks really good. I think we are done, you guys. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, that looks really, really pretty. You know what? Those cheeks do look pretty out there still. So I'm going to take my blender and blend them. Now, if you got your... Am I still recording? Thank God. If you got your cheeks like this with the alcohol markers, just take the skin tone color and just really just work it. Okay? Until it blends in. I just think they need to be chilled out a little bit. We'll chill them out a little bit. Sometimes the paper eats them up. The paper eats it up a little bit more than it did here, but whatever. And like I said, I like this really blushy look. I got that from Jane Davenport. All hers, she would have left it just like that. I mean, this would have been great for her. She always has them really, really red. And really out there. But that's all style and your choice. Okay, so that is it, you guys. If you wanted to, okay, how you make this face, okay, if you were drawing this face and you wanted a smaller one because you're putting it in your art journal and you want more room to do your mixed media around the doll, make the eyes smaller. The smaller you make the eyes, the smaller you make the face, because I start, if you watch my tutorial, I start with the eyes and then I draw the whole face around the eyes. So bring the eyes in, you know, make the eyes half the size or 3/4 of the size of this. And then that way you can art journal more around the whole thing. Also, if you're doing an art journal, you could have 2 pages out and have the pages like this and do your doll on one side and then do more art journaling all around her and then do it on the other side. So it's up to you. But this lets you know how to color the, this is my technique anyway of coloring in my dolls. I want you guys to see that. And let me just zoom out a little bit so you can get a better view. What I'll do is I'll put it up here so you guys can get, just 1 second for my camera work. Sorry guys, I'm going crazy with my camera. Ay, ay, ay. Technical difficulties. Okay. I'm glad that I don't call myself a professional. Anyway, there we go. There's the cheeks. I mean, there's the cheeks. There's the girl with the big rosy cheeks. And I think it turned out really pretty. So like I said, you can do as much of this or not. Make the cheeks as deep as you want. Make the skin tones different colors. Make the hair colors different colors. But there is the basis of the doll and how I paint them in. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my station, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that would be great. Tell a friend. I have an Etsy shop with metal embellishments. You can check that out. Nothing's over $2 as far as those. I have Bunko cards, Bunko scorecards that I've recently made. And I am going to start drawing out these dolls and have them as digi downloads on my site. Not yet, but that's coming. Okay. I got another tutorial I'm going to do Finnabar. I'm going to draw the lady's face out, and then in her hair I'm going to do all kinds of like lace and jewelry pieces, broken pieces, and anyway, look forward to that. I'm going to be working on that today. Okay, and I might do it in a tutorial type of way. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.